Cancer, welcome to your monthly tarot reading for February 2024. We begin with your past row here, with the Four of Cups in the center. This card often represents feelings of discontentment, apathy, or missed opportunities. So in the past position here, it's suggesting that there may have been a period where you felt emotionally detached or dissatisfied with certain aspects of your life. You might have been preoccupied with what you perceived as shortcomings or what was lacking, perhaps to the point of ignoring or dismissing potential opportunities for growth and fulfillment. We have the Devil card here as one of your clarifying cards for the past. This card often symbolizes bondage, materialism, or unhealthy attachments. So it suggests that there may have been a situation or a mindset in your recent past that led to feelings of being trapped or constrained by things like worldly desires, addictions, or negative patterns as well. It could indicate that this discontentment here, highlighted by the Four of Cups, might have stemmed from being overly fixated on material concerns or societal pressures, or perhaps indulgences that ultimately hindered your spiritual or emotional well-being in some way. We also have the Two of Cups here as one of your clarifying cards for the past. This card typically represents harmony and connection and mutual understanding in relationships. In the context of the rest of the cards here, it suggests that there may have been a significant relationship or partnership that played a role in this past situation. This relationship could have been characterized by deep emotional resonance and shared values between the two of you. And it's offering a potential antidote to the feelings of dissatisfaction and entrapment here. It could also signify a need to prioritize authentic connections and emotional intimacy moving forward. So this row is suggesting that in the past there may have been a period of emotional detachment or discontentment that was likely fueled by either unhealthy attachments or old patterns that you keep going through over and over again. However, there may have also been significant relationships or connections within a relationship that offered the potential for a lot of healing and growth. So moving forward, it's important to acknowledge any unhealthy patterns or attachments that may be holding you back and prioritize genuine connections and emotional fulfillment in your life. We have in your present row, in the middle here, the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords is often seen as a card of endings and betrayal and rock bottom. And in the present position, it's suggesting that you may be experiencing a situation where you feel overwhelmed and defeated, or perhaps even experiencing a significant loss or betrayal. And this card can signify the culmination of a difficult period where you may feel like you've hit the lowest point and are struggling to find a way forward. But I always point out with this card, first of all, because it's a 10, it does represent the last stage of whatever this is that's causing pain or distress for you. You're at this lowest point now, and I know that seems weird to say. It's positive in its own way because you have reached the end point here, and it looks like presently you are experiencing this. So I want you to notice the sunrise in the background of this card here. That's to illustrate that there is hope for you after this end point, this culmination is through. There is the sun rising on the horizon there for you. We have the Ace of Cups here up at the top as one of your clarifying cards for the present. This is a card of new beginnings, of emotional fulfillment and love, really. When paired with the Ten of Swords here, it suggests that despite the current challenges or pain that you're experiencing, there is hope here for emotional renewal and fresh opportunities for love and connection. And I think we have to notice that coming on the heels of this Two of Cups here. That's a very loving energy that gives me a lot of hope in terms of what you might be dealing with this Ten of Swords. So this card, the Ace of Cups, is encouraging you to open your heart to new possibilities and to trust that healing and emotional fulfillment are within reach, even in the midst of adversity. And I want to remind you too that even though this is a card of new energy, there is always opportunities for renewed love, renewed faith, and renewed energy within existing relationships as well. We have the Eight of Pentacles here as your other clarifying card for the present. This card represents dedication and craftsmanship and skill development. And in the context of this row here, it suggests that one way to navigate through the challenges indicated by the Ten of Swords is to focus on your work and your skills, or more importantly, your personal growth. So this card encourages you to channel your energy into practical tasks and to diligently work towards improving your circumstances. And by investing in your own development and focusing on the things within your control, that's a really important concept, to focus on what you can control right now. You can gradually overcome obstacles and build a stronger foundation for the future. And I am definitely getting a feeling of this reading being about relationships, love and relationships. And it might sound counterintuitive to say focusing on yourself is what's going to make a relationship better. But there's something very true in that sentiment of working on yourself, loving yourself more, prioritizing yourself. And that actually really does benefit any relationships that you're in. So there might be an energy right now of you needing to focus on yourself a little bit, prioritize your needs and your growth and development. And that in turn is going to bleed into this relationship and make it better. So this row in the present indicates that while you may be going through a difficult period marked by pain or loss, as indicated by the Ten of Swords, there's also a potential for emotional renewal and new beginnings. And by focusing on your personal growth and dedicating yourself to really positive endeavors, you can navigate through these challenges and emerge stronger and more resilient on the other side. So remember right now to stay open to love and connection and trust that better days are ahead. In your future row, we have the Three of Wands here in the middle. This card often signifies expansion and foresight and progress. In the future position, it's suggesting that you'll soon be embarking on a journey of growth and exploration. This card indicates that you are poised to step into a new phase of your life where your efforts and vision will start to yield tangible results. And you may find yourself looking ahead with optimism and confidence, ready to embrace new opportunities and also challenges on the horizon. You're feeling really ready to face that in your near future. One of your clarifying cards for the future is the Page of Cups here. This page represents creativity, intuition, and emotional exploration. And when paired with the Three of Wands, it suggests that this upcoming journey may involve tapping into your emotional depths and exploring new avenues of self-expression. This card encourages you to approach the future with an open heart and a willingness to engage with your emotions in a creative and intuitive way. So pay attention to your dreams right now, your artistic impulses, your creative energy, your intuitive nudges, any signs your intuition is giving you. Really pay attention to that right now, as all of this might guide you towards really meaningful insights right now and also opportunities for growth. We have the Tower as the last card in your future row. And this is a card of sudden change, upheaval, and revelation. And while it may seem initially unsettling or disruptive, the Tower ultimately serves as a catalyst for transformation and breakthrough. And when paired with the Three of Wands, it suggests that the journey ahead may involve some unexpected twists and turns that challenge your existing beliefs or structures. This card reminds you to embrace change as a necessary part of growth and to be open to releasing anything that no longer serves your highest good. And while this process may be intense, it will ultimately lead to greater clarity and liberation and personal evolution. And so overall, this future row indicates that you're on the brink of a significant journey of growth and expansion. And as you navigate this journey, remember to stay connected to your intuition and your emotional wisdom. And also embrace change as a catalyst for transformation. That's why the Tower is so powerful. It's encouraging you to understand that change, A, is inevitable, and B, that it really lays the ground for transformation to happen in your life. And often when the Tower shows up, it's a much needed transformation. So trust in your ability to adapt and thrive in the face of challenges right now or in your near future, and keep your eyes focused on that horizon as you step into a new chapter of your life in some aspect. So in general, this reading is suggesting that you've recently experienced a period of discontentment or missed opportunities, represented by the Four of Cups here, that may have been influenced by unhealthy attachments or patterns. And this may have led to feelings of being overwhelmed or feeling defeated in the present. But there is hope for emotional renewal and new beginnings. And by focusing on personal growth and practical endeavors, again, things that you can control right now, focusing on that, you can navigate through challenges and emerge stronger on the other side. And looking towards the future, you are poised right now to embark on some kind of journey of growth and expansion that involves tapping into your creativity and intuition. And this journey might involve some unexpected changes or upheavals. But ultimately, those changes are going to serve as a catalyst for transformation and for breakthrough for you. So embrace this change as an opportunity for growth and trust in your ability to adapt and thrive as you step into a new chapter of your life. Your Moonology card for this month is the Fixed Moon, and it says, hold your vision. So this is always an interesting card. Another sign got this month, but I'm getting a very different feeling from it in the context of your reading, Cancer. So when we pull this card, there's two main possibilities. The first is that you need to stand firm in whatever situation you're in. The second is very different, and it's saying that something is stuck, and that could well be referring to the situation that you're asking about here. So if that's the case, have a think about what you can do to grease the wheels so that events move forward. Are you being stubborn? If so, that's great, because if you really want things to change, there is an obvious solution here. Stop digging your heels in. Be the one to break a deadlock. So while there are those two interpretations available, it's up for you to decide what's going on here and which meaning applies to you. So it's a chance for self-reflection when this card comes up. So it can mean that faith and patience are needed right now, and you need to really stick to your guns and focus on staying power. It can also mean that someone needs to back down And if you're the one who becomes aware of that, you've gained the power to do that. You can be the one to break that deadlock. And it's also, this card is saying to avoid stagnation. So, and that really brings my attention back to that Four of Cups energy that's very much about stagnation to the point of not even noticing new opportunities. This card can also speak about a personal or professional relationship that will be enduring. So I'm thinking this fixed moon card really is about staying stubborn in a good way, committing to being the person that has faith in your vision in this relationship or partnership or connection, whatever it is. You can be the one to really help the situation by kind of being the bigger person, in the sense of the one being willing to do the work to break the deadlock, to end the stagnation that's happening here. So I really want you to think about what Hold Your Vision means for you in the context of this reading. I want to point out too, there's a lot of cups energy here, which is, why I'm really getting the sense of this being a love or relationship reading in the first place. But I want to point out to you, the imagery here is really pointing to me to a feeling of really being open to giving and receiving love. We have a hand with a cup in it here, reaching out, offering something. We have that same image here in the Ace of Cups. Here we have another hand reaching out to give you something. And in the Two of Cups as well, we have two individuals sharing their cups with each other. So I very much feel like this month it's important for you to focus on being open to giving and receiving love, being open with your emotions, sharing your feelings, and I think very much being open to what is being offered to you right now. And on the flip side of that coin, being the one to reach out to say, hey, here's what we can do to fix this deadlock. Here's what we can do to avoid future stagnation. I have a vision for how this can be better. And it might cause some disruption. And I think there is some element here of perhaps you focusing on yourself in a weird way is what's going to open the situation up. You're going to be focusing on improving yourself, and that's going to bring in a lot of positive energy to this relationship. And that fact itself might cause some disruption at first, but it's going to pave the way and open up some new opportunities for new emotional connections to happen within this relationship. And I want to point out too, with this Hold Your Vision card, I'm getting this energy here with it right next to the Four or the Three of Wands here. Hold your vision. Here he is holding on to that one of his wands and looking out at the horizon. He sees potential for growth and expansion. And I want you to think about that in terms of the stubbornness indicated by this Hold Your Vision card. Think of it as stubbornness in a really positive way, where you're sticking to your guns, you have a vision of how things can be better, and you're willing to put in the work and to have faith in things turning around for the better, and therefore paving the way for a lot of new emotional energy and growth and expansion coming in for you. So, dear Cancer, that was your reading for the month of February. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated with you. Please be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time.